description from within InDesign is not exactly straightforward, but by manipulating cross-references, an existing InDesign feature, we can get it done. Here are the steps to accomplish it. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that the long description has both a unique paragraph style, as does the item you want to link it back to. Both items need a hook, so to speak. So here in the InDesign file that we've been working with, I've put illustration 1 on its own line. This is just going to make the process of linking it a little bit better. And then let me go to the bottom of this file and show you what I've created. Oh, I want to link that, delete that piece. Okay, so here is a long description for the book, what I'm calling book plate 1, a repeat of the image, and a longer description of exactly what's going on in it. So a really full description of all the details in the file. The key here is that this has a unique paragraph style. Let me pull up the paragraph style and put it on the right page. Okay, so that's got a style called back matter, and this is just no indent. This is no big deal. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to type at the bottom, link back to, and then I'm going to leave that blank, and I'm going to go up to type, hyperlinks and cross references, and then insert cross-reference. A pro tip, you can also right-click or control-click to get a menu that's very similar. So a control-click brings up this, and then you can insert a new cross-reference here. So there's 2 ways to get to this menu. So I'm going to say insert cross-reference, and here's the list of things that come up for me. So what I want to look for is the caption, and then I want to link it to illustration 1. That's the thing I want to hook it back on. The cross-reference format has a whole bunch of possibilities in here. So when I click on the pencil, I can edit it. The default is to have the full paragraph and the page number, and the full paragraph is in quote marks and the page number is like that. And you can also apply a unique style. I've opted for the full paragraph with a unique style of bold italic. This just feels like the right way to do it to me, but you know, you'll have your own in-house ways of doing it. I click OK, and then I click OK again here, and then I have something that says link back to illustration 1. Put a period after that. So that's the link back to illustration 1. Let's go to illustration 1 and add in the link to the long description. Okay, first I want to get rid of that override. That's not going to go away. Okay, link out to, and then I'm going to control click, bring up the cross references menu, insert cross reference, and then I'm going to choose that back matter style that I wanted. And again, the cross reference format is the full paragraph with a unique character style sheet of bold italic. Click OK, click OK. So now I have 2-way links going on for these cross references. And then the key thing to know here is that you can also pull up, let me move this out of the way. There is a cross references palette that you can pull up. It is under type and tables and then cross references. So I can see the cross references that I built into my file. They have green lights on them. That means they're still valid. Nothing's been moved around or deleted or anything of the sort. So it's all working as expected. Now, when you export this to an ebook format, let me save that and hide it, and then I'm going to open up the file that I made from this to show you what that looks like. Okay, here is the file. I'm going to navigate to that first image. Here we go. So at the bottom here, you see link out to long description for book plate 1. And when I click on that, it takes me to the back to the long description for book plate 1, and then a link back to illustration 1. So back and forth really nicely without any intervention on my part. The one thing that I want to show you that you may want to do, this is not required, it's just suggested that you make that HTML file that's holding the long description. So it's right here. It says 07 long description, and then The only other step that you maybe need to take is to mark that file as non-linear. So when you're going through this file, let me go to chapter 2 and then navigate to the end of the book. And then it doesn't go any farther. You can see that there's a little bit more going on here. There's pages 22 and 23, but I can't navigate there. There's no, those are non-linear, so they're not going to show up directly in the flow of the document. And this is the best way to treat long descriptions. So I hope that's helpful. It's a little trick that I've developed and I think it works really nicely. Make all the long descriptions.